So if you're looking for planned communities here in the Atlanta area, anywhere ITP, well, this video is for you. I've got a handful of like 6 or 7 different planned communities here in the Atlanta area that you can choose from, whether you're just wanting a planned community, maybe you like to be close to your neighbors, or maybe you just don't want a big yard. Well, I got you covered. Now this is part 2 of 2. If you haven't seen my part 1, go back on my YouTube channel and check that out. But let's get after it. Let's talk about planned communities here in the Atlanta area right now. Hey guys, it's Molly and welcome back to my channel. Now if you haven't been following me, make sure you hit that subscribe so you can follow me, but let's just get right into it. Let's talk about planned communities. Perhaps you just want to have not a big yard and you want to be close to your neighbors. Some people do, believe it or not. And maybe, you know, sometimes those can be a little bit more affordable than if you want that single family home with the half-acre lot. So I'm going to show you a sampling of some different planned communities you can find here, like in the Brookhaven, Buckhead, and like on the western side. Now, my part 1 video, I talked primarily on areas on the east side of Atlanta, so this is going to cover the rest of them. So I'm going to be running all around town showing you these communities so you can sit comfortably on your couch watching while I run around all day getting you these shots of these different neighborhoods. And this is not an end-all be-all list. This is just a sampling so you can kind of get an idea of what you can get here in the city or in the ITP loop. I'm not going to cover the suburbs, and I'm also not going to cover townhomes. That's, you know, there's a million townhome communities. So this is strictly single family homes. Now I'm over here in Brookhaven right now. I'm over in the town Brookhaven. This is a big shopping center. I've talked about this on several of my other videos, and you may be wondering, Molly, why are you at town Brookhaven? Well, I just want to demonstrate where I am and how close all of this convenience is to where I'm about to head, which is going to be just a couple miles away. But if you need to do shopping, you need Costco, you need Publix, you want casual restaurants to eat at, and there's a few boutique stores in here as well. This is where you'll be coming over here in town Brookhaven. So let me head on over to my first planned community. All right, so I just went probably 1.5 miles to 2 miles down the road. I'm off of Osborne Road. Now that's a very busy cut through road, but right off of it, there's a lot of fingers is how I like to explain it, of little tiny communities, probably, you know, 15, 20 homes. It's a cluster community. The homes are very close together and they range from, you know, being built in the 90s up to the early 2000s. And price ranges will obviously vary. If it's an older home, you might be able to find something in the 500 to 600 range. If it's a little bit newer or a bigger home, it will probably be more in the 700 to 800 or upper 800 range. So I'm right here walking in a neighborhood called Brookhaven Manor. Very beautiful. It's a lot of brick, traditional style homes, and I would say they're going to cost you around $800K. The HOA here is $700 annually. You don't get a big yard, just a tiny little bit, and you can see that these homes are squeezed in close together. But if you're looking for that price range in the 500 to the 900K price point, check out some of these communities that are right off of Osborne Road, or better yet, just reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. Let's have a conversation and talk about which neighborhoods might be best for your lifestyle and your budget. So can't wait to hear from you. Don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, so that's a quick sampling of what you can find here in the Brookhaven area. I'm going to skip just down the road, show you an area in the Buckhead area. Okay, I lied. I forgot. I have one more stop here in the Brookhaven area. This time, this is over in the North Brookhaven area. I'm in a community called the Bluffs of Nancy Creek, and you're going to find bigger homes here, very like bigger brick traditional style homes. These were all built in like the 2003 era, and you're going to get pretty good size square footage, 3,500 to 4,000 square feet. And these will run you around $1 million, 1.1 million. So they definitely are a little bit more expensive than the previous neighborhood that I showed you. But if you happen to work over at the Northside Hospital or St. Joe's Hospital, or maybe you work up in the perimeter, one of the corporate offices up there, this could be a great spot for you. This is very close to all of that. And you know, I wouldn't say this is a very walkable neighborhood. I mean, you get out onto a main road, not much you can walk to, but this is very close to a couple of green spaces. So if you like to get out, stretch your legs, go over to Blackburn Park or Candler Murphy Park, and you can take a beautiful walk around those parks. They're just lovely. So this is just a quiet neighborhood, big homes, not a lot of yard, but it offers a lot more space. So if you're looking for something like that and closer to the perimeter, this is just one option of many that you could choose from. By the way, did I say Candler Murphy Park? I meant Murphy Candler Park. I mix those words up every time I say it. Okay, now I'm going to head over into the Buckhead area and show you a couple options over in that area. All right, so now I am in an area called the Lenox Park. This is just a little south of the main Buckhead shopping area, so it's a very convenient if you work over there. And I'm in just one of the many cluster communities in the Lenox Park area. There's tons of them, plus there's a lot of apartment complexes. But here you're gonna find brick traditional style home buildings. Yeah, I'll wait for that garbage truck to pass. So here you're gonna find brick traditional style buildings built in the mid 90s, and I would say the price point on these homes, you're going to be paying probably around that mid 800K price point, and you'll get decent square footage, 3,000 square feet, and the HOA is just around 2,100 annually. Very quiet little neighborhood. Again, not a lot of yard space. Now if you're wondering what can you walk to, there's actually a really cute park in the center of Lenox Park. I think a lot of people don't know about it, but you can go in there. There's a little bit of walking trails that you can walk along or jog along, and a water fountain feature. So a very pretty area. I've gotten my family Christmas photos taken there one year. So this is just, again, one of many little pocket neighborhoods in the Lenox Park area. And I say the other ones, they can range anywhere from the 700K range up to the about $1.2 million range. So it really just kind of depends on the community. Okay, now I'm going to go over into the heart of the Buckhead area and show you some new construction that's very fancy schmancy. So stay tuned for that. Now, if you're looking for something brand new that's fancy schmancy in the Buckhead area, I'm talking like 3 blocks south of the Buckhead Village area. And if you don't know what the Buckhead Village area is, go check out that tour on my YouTube channel. It is just kind of like the Beverly Hills of the South with fancy shopping, dining, that kind of thing. But it's also right across the street on Peachtree Road is a Publix and some other commercial spots, so very convenient location. But if you're seeking something brand new with all the latest and greatest finishes, you might want to check into these. These are called Delmont. They're built by Hedgewood Homes. Now they may look like townhomes because they are squeezed really close together, but they're single family homes. Now I think there are some where they are attached and those are some townhomes, but it's a mixture and a variety, and they range from 2,800 square feet up to 4,000 square feet. Price ranges, they do get expensive, 1.5 million up to 1.9 million. And I don't know if you can hear the trucks behind me, but they're still pouring concrete. So there are still some that are being built. So beautiful neighborhood. It feels kind of like a Tuscan village, and this is right on the edge of the Garden Hills neighborhood, and check that tour out on my vlog on my YouTube channel as well. You could literally walk out of these, and then right behind me you're going to run into the Atlanta International School, but then if you just keep going past that, it's just a lovely area to walk around. So I don't think, you know, if you're looking for something to walk around besides the concrete on Peachtree Road, just head over into Garden Hills, and there's some beautiful houses and streets through this neighborhood. So there you go, Delmont, built by Hedgewood Homes. And I forgot to say, the HOA on these are very low at $289 a month. So there you go. That concludes Buckhead. Like I said, there's a lot more of these pocket neighborhoods with planned communities, but I'm going to head over west now and show you a few options over there. Okay, next on my list for planned communities. Now this one is like really a master planned community. It is not just a sprinkle of homes. It is, I don't actually know how many homes are in this community, but it's definitely over 100. But I'm over in DuPont Commons. This is over in the Upper West Side area, probably 3 miles northwest of the Midtown area. This is just a lovely spot. It feels like a little community village in itself. A lot of craftsman built homes built in 2004 to 2012, ranging anywhere from 1,800 square feet up to 4,000 square feet. The HOA is $1,900 annually, and I'd say price ranges you're going to find are anywhere around the 600 to, you know, upper 700K price point. And unlike a lot of the communities that I have been showing, this one actually includes some amenities like a cute little playground area for the kiddos, and there is a pool and clubhouse area. So this has a lot going for it. Now, I will say, when you get outside this community, you get into what the rest of the Upper West Side is like, which is very raw space. It is an area that is continually growing, but it is growing around old industrial buildings and warehouses. So when you get outside this community, it's a little raw. There is a train line just across the street on Marietta Boulevard. If you're looking for kind of a close-knit community, this is definitely a great option. It's about a 20-minute drive into the Midtown area. I lied, it's about 5.3 miles from here, so I just looked it up on the map. But very close if you want to get into things to do. But there are a lot of things to do very close to here within a couple of miles. You know, there's the Chattahoochee Food Works, there's Top Golf, there is the West Side Park, that's about 2 miles away. So you can get to a lot of fun things from here. And there's another community just next door to this. So if you want something that's a little bit newer in style, well, I got you covered. I'll skip over there next. Okay, so literally right next door to the DuPont Commons neighborhood is the West Side Station neighborhood. Now this was built a little bit later, 2015 to 2018, and the prices will be a little bit more expensive, around $750,000 to $850,000. But you get some beautiful homes. I mean, just take a look around me. The annual HOA is $950, and it includes also a little playground area plus a pool. And I love their little clubhouse. I bet that place is popping in the summertime. They have some grills over here. So just a beautiful, quiet, planned neighborhood. Now, one thing that I should mention, that right behind me, you can't really see it, but behind these homes, there is a trail. And this, you can link them from the DuPont Commons complex or this complex. Hit this trail, it's called the Whetstone Creek Trail. You can go about 0.7 miles and you're gonna hit West Side Village, and that has a pretty new Publix area, plus there's a lot of places to eat. So this is kind of like a mini Beltline. So, you know, I said, you know, when you get outside of this neighborhood, there's not much right out there, but you do have that trail that gives you access to some commercial stuff. So I think this is a great option, especially if you're looking for kind of a newer spacious home, but you don't have to spend $1 million and you want some walkability, this kind of gives you that option. And also the West Side Park is about 2 miles away. I think I said that when I was over at the DuPont Commons, but that is also very close to here. So there you go. There's 2 neighborhoods side by side from each other. Beautiful areas. Okay, I've got a couple more neighborhoods to show you, so let me head there next. And you guys, it's getting hot out here, and you know, I guess it is almost springtime, so I really wish I had some shorts on right now. A couple other things I forgot to mention. If you're curious about learning more about these neighborhoods, I do talk about them a little bit more in my Upper West Side vlog tour on my YouTube channel, so just go check out that video. One other thing about that Whetstone Creek Trail is that it's eventually going to link up with a 3-mile trail. They're calling it the Woodall Trail, and that will link this trail over to the Northwest Beltline. So that's pretty exciting. And eventually I think this Whetstone Creek Trail will also link up into the Silver Comet Trail, and the Silver Comet Trail kind of starts in Smyrna and it goes all the way out to Alabama. I think it's like 61.5 miles long. So if you're a biker or something like that, I mean, this would be amazing. So just a couple updates there I want to give you, and now I will head to my next destination. So I had to skip over one of my neighborhoods because I am just running out of time. I wanted to bring something to you a little bit different, something over in the southwest part of Atlanta. I don't think this area gets enough love, so I wanted to bring it some attention. I'm kind of in an area that a lot of people don't, I think, know about, but this is kind of like the Cascade area, just off of Cascade Road. There are some planned communities over here where you get a huge home. I'm talking like 5,000, 6,000 square feet and a large lot, like 0.7 acres. It's very quiet, very peaceful, and the price range is going to be in that mid 600K price point. Now the HOA in this neighborhood I'm in, Cascade Falls, is $700 a year, so really not bad at all. You know, this is very close to the highway access, and there's a commercial shopping district with a Publix, a Kroger, not too far away as well. And it is also close to the Cascade Springs Nature Preserve. So if you'd like to go get out and stretch your legs, there are some nice walking trails over there that's very popular in this neighborhood. And I'd say this whole Cascade Heights area, a lot of people don't know that you can get a really good sized lot, nice ranch, sprawling ranch style homes, and then these traditional brick homes in these planned communities like this one. There are a couple more communities like this in the area. You just get some nice, huge, traditional brick. These were all built kind of in the 1990s era. So if you're looking for some space and your budget's in that 600K price point, and maybe you just need to be close to I-285, this could be a spot for you. This is about 12 miles to the airport, 12 miles to Midtown. And if you get on Cascade Road and head east, you're gonna run right up into the West End area and be right on the Beltline. So there you go. I hope this tour of some planned communities was helpful for you. That's all the time I have for today. Thank you for staying with me. I will tell you, I drove around the city today. Oh my gosh, I put some miles on my car and I'm getting a workout. So thank you for joining me. Now, if you're thinking about making a move to Atlanta, whether that is tomorrow or next year, reach out to me, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I'd love to talk with you and see how I could possibly help you make a move here to the Atlanta area. Now, if you see me out in the wild, make sure you say hello. I love running into you guys. But until next time, as always, I'll see you around the neighborhood.